Welcome, Guardians. Today we are going to be discussing my top 3 things I believe need to be added to the game in order to take Destiny 2 to the good level that it's at now and take it to the incredible level I believe it could achieve. These are just my opinion. If you disagree with them, let me know down in the comments, or if you have your own ideas, let me know down in the comments, and a like and subscribe is appreciated. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. The first one, which is probably the most obvious to everybody, is strike and planetary specific loot. I think these should be back yesterday, honestly. Like, strike specific loot like the Lightless Cell and the Scion triplets in D1 were absolutely incredible loot drops. It gives you something to grind. It gives it to where when you go into the Vanguard playlist, you're not going to skip a strike because it might have the chance of dropping that amazing weapon or that amazing armor piece that you've really wanted, but it has a very small chance to drop. It adds more flex items to the game, more, like, people will see certain helmets and certain guns and be like, that guy got really lucky, or that guy really was a grinder. And I think that's a very good aspect to put into a game like Destiny 2, that looter shooter MMO, not really sure where to throw it on a dartboard kind of game. And I think this will start to bridge it to where it is that new crossover perfect balance between MMO and looter shooter that is trying to achieve. This would be one of the amazing steps in the right direction. I think it should be everything too. I think it should be strike specific. I think there should be planetary loot. I think there should be all sorts of stuff. Imagine a exotic that comes from a planet specific. We'll use Nessus as an example. And it is like sulfury, and it uses some kind of like gas or like some kind of something cool like that you have to do like a certain quest line on Nessus, and you can only get it on Nessus, and that gives you a reason to grind on that planet. And then maybe the catalyst can do something on that planet as well, so that way planets are always viable. Or maybe that there's an armor set that only drops from enemies on Nessus, or something like that. You get what I'm saying. I feel like that would really revitalize a lot of old content, and I feel like that would keep people going to these planets that are completely outdated. Like, I barely find myself on Europa now unless an activity takes me there. I barely find myself on Nessus. I went back there for the first time to do... I didn't even have the triumph for completing bounties with failsafe. I feel like we need more reasons to go back and do these new things. But that first one, obvious, honestly, out of the park, that would enhance the game tenfold just by one update. The second thing is the Destiny content vault needs to stay forever done. Like, do not vault any more content, and honestly, take the door off the hinges and let everything else back out. We have a Legends tab that has Vault of Glass and King's Vault currently, and I believe it has Dungeon now as well. We need to have the Red War, the Forsaken campaign. Bring back all the D1 raids too. I don't care. Wrath of the Machine. Bring back Crota as a dungeon. Bring back all these things, and then also release all of the strikes. There's no reason we should be leaving strikes in the vault. There's no reason we should be leaving PvP maps in the vault. There's no reason we should leave anything in the vault. There's no purpose other than to maybe reuse that content later, which I believe is lazy and is robbing people of money they have spent on the game already. We bought we bought the Trials DLC. We bought the Destiny 2 Vanilla, so we got the Red War. We bought the Forsaken DLC. We bought all of these things, and now we're getting those things refurbished and renewed and thrown at us again. Yes, for free for the most part, but why can't we have both? I'm not going to be upset if you take a weird intersection in a Forsaken campaign mission and turn it into something else. I'm not going to be upset about that. But you know what I am upset about? That the Red War campaign, which is arguably one of the best campaigns in Destiny history, if not the best campaign in Destiny history, and half the player base has never touched it. That is what upsets me. People don't understand why we miss Cade, because Forsaken is gone. People don't understand why we have a little bit of more respect for Zavala other than sending us to go fight his battles, because they never played the Red War. People don't understand the absolute frustration at the Cabal and why we didn't really want to side with Keitel at first, because they didn't have their tower destroyed. I feel like that is such a miss when it comes to the Destiny community, and I feel like it's something that really needs to be fixed and needs to be released into the Legends tab. It's there for a reason. Let's use it. Last but not least is I believe the one thing that's going to hold back Destiny, if it is not changed, is saving all of your best designs for paid cosmetics and paid armor sets and paid everything. I understand it's a free game. You got to get your money, Bungie. I get that. But perfect example, Duality. Duality Dungeon is a fantastic dungeon. The layout is phenomenal. The story is phenomenal. The encounters are good. The theme of the mechanics are good. The armor set is absolute trash. It is the most boxy, hockey trash that I've ever had, and it does not fit the vibe. I understand it kind of fits the lore. It does not fit the vibe at all. You see the Duality weapons, and they are impeccable. Top tier designing. So good. They look phenomenal. And then you get an armor piece, and you're like, what in the new light Warframe garbagey boxy chess piece is this? Nobody wants it. It looks like Steve got 3 dimensions for once. It's trash. It's so bad. And then you have the gall to release some of the coolest armor in the game cosmetically in the Eververse store behind a silver paywall. I understand you can get it with silver or bright dust week to week to week, but if you miss 1 week, you don't have the whole set, so you're kind of screwed. But if Bungie can step away from doing that, yes, keep releasing new ornament sets. I totally agree with that. You got to get your money, Bungie, but we know you have the money. You just built a brand new building for your company. Give us cool shit to grind for, guys. Come on. That is longevity in these genres. If you give us awesome things to grind for, if you give us things that make us look cool, if you give us things to flex on our friends with, that is what gives us longevity. Nothing will drive a community to play your game more than FOMO, which should be your ally and not your enemy. You should not be trying to dodge FOMO. You should embrace it into your game, and you should give people a reason to stick around and not go play something else. That is the whole purpose of FOMO. Companies now fear it, and they should embrace it. Yes, some people will miss out. Dave that works a 9 to 5 might miss out on an armor piece. I'm sorry, Dave, but I feel like you need to reward the no-lifers as just as much as you cater to the casuals. It needs to be a solid balance. Now, am I saying they should be impossible to get? No. But should little Timmy over here, who plays 16 hours a day, have the exact same loot as Dave that plays 3? No. They should have similar things. They should have access to it. If Dave is a god tier player, maybe he can get it in 3. But Timmy should be able to guarantee that he gets it in the 16. That is what I think will make this game go from good to absolutely incredible. And honestly, there's plenty of other things. I just tried to limit it down to 3 so this isn't a super long video. It's an 8-minute rant, probably 9-minute rant by the time I'm done wrapping this up. But I believe that it gets my idea across. I'm very hopeful for Lightfall. I think Lightfall is going to be an incredible expansion. I hope to see very minimal recycled content in it. We're on a new planet, so if there's recycled content, I might flip a table. I'm very excited to go to Neptune. I'm very excited to meet these new I Chose to Die Early Guardian people. They look incredible. Everything looks incredible. And I'm very hopeful, but very hesitantly optimistic. Thank you for listening to my rant, Guardians. I do appreciate it. If you like this video, smash the like button. I do appreciate that as well. Leave down below any things that you would like to see added to Destiny. Maybe Bungie will watch this video if we hype it up enough. I don't know. But I'm going to get out of here, go back to my grinding, and I will talk to you guys later.